Hey, my third grade mathematicians. Well, welcome to another wonderful day of talking about measurements and data. So we're going to take a look at our math focus points for today, and then we'll get started. All right, here we go. So today we're going to continue working on generating measurement data by measuring lengths longer than the measuring tool. So if you are measuring something that is longer than a ruler, what can you do? Okay, so we'll talk about that. Describing the shape of ordered numerical data and using a line plot to represent measurement data. So we're going to be taking the data from our flipping the coin activity and creating and representing a line plot from that measurement data. All right, so we're going to start off though by looking at the measurements we got from measuring the classroom or the room, okay? So we took a look at Kenji and Becky and Inez and Elena and Gil and Oscar and Beatrice and Gina and Chris and Nancy and DeAndre's first measurements. Take a moment and I want you to analyze and refamiliarize yourself with their first measurement and then their second measurement. Okay, remember in our previous video of talking about measuring the classroom, we noticed that all of their measurements were not the same. And we talked about possible reasons why, that if they were measuring with a ruler, they might have left gaps or overlapped or didn't measure in a straight line and it was zigzag. So their second measurements, we talked about trying to fix those things so that we can be precise and accurate with our measurements. Okay. So take a look at the measurement you might have done either in the classroom or a room at your home. And if you didn't do a second measurement, please do so that way you can double check how you compared to the first time that you measured that room. Okay. So although looking at the second measurements, they were a little bit closer. 31 feet 2 inches, 31 feet 7 inches, 30 feet 0 inches, 31 feet 3 inches, 9 yards 1 foot 4 inches. Okay, so remember 3 feet's in 1 yard, so 3 times 9 is 9 plus 9 is 18, 9 more is 27, plus 1 foot would be 28 feet and 4 inches. So their second measurements didn't have as big of a range. So I bet these teams are being a little bit more precise, but it's still important to note that sometimes there will be slight variations due to people starting in different places or ending in different places. So that's why their measurements may still be a little bit different. Okay. Now, thinking about different measurements, you'll notice that Oscar and Beatrice's second measurement is in yards and feet. Okay, so I'm wondering if we can take, let's take Kenji, Becky, and Inez's second measurement and try to put that measurement in yards, feet, and inches. I'm going to scoot over here just a little bit. So we know that 3 feet is in 2 yards. I'm sorry, 3 feet, I was looking at the 2. 3 feet is in 1 yard. Okay, so how many yards could be or is in 31 feet? 3 feet is in 1 yard. Okay, so I grabbed my yardstick. So remember there's 3 feet in 1 yard. Okay, and so we're looking at 31 feet and 2 inches. So if I have 1 yard, that's 3 feet. If I have another yard, 3 plus 3 is 6. So I'm at 2 yards. Okay, another 3 feet is 9 feet, so that's 3 yards. Another 3 feet is 12 feet, so that's 4 yards. Another 3 feet is 15 feet and 5 yards. Okay, I'm going to stop there because 15 feet plus another 15 feet is going to get me to 30. So I already had 5 yards in the first 15. In the second 15, I have another 5 yards. So that's 10 yards. Okay, that makes sense because 3 times 10 is 30. So I'm going to go back to my measurement here. Okay, so we know there's 10 yards and that's 30 feet. Okay, so I still have 1 foot left over and 2 inches. 1 foot and 2 inches. So that's another way that you could write 31 feet and 2 inches. Okay, put that beside there just so we can see it. Okay. So I know I already did this when we were discussing, but at Oscar and Beatrice, how could we put their measurement in feet and inches? Well, again, we have 3 feet in 1 yard. So 3 times 9. 3 times 9 would be 27 feet. 9 plus 9 is 18, plus another 9 is 27. So then plus another foot, okay, do you see that? Plus another foot would be 28 feet, and we would still have those 4 inches. Okay. All right. So we're going to, as we continue to measure in our classroom and to measure distances of different things, we're going to have to use those strategies of getting the most precise measurement as we can, okay, especially if what you're measuring is longer than the measuring tool you're using. And so making sure you do not have gaps or overlap to help you get the most precise measurement. Okay, and of course you may see measurements in different ways with feet and inches or yards, feet and inches, and knowing how to visualize and to know what those measurements look like and mean. Okay, all right guys, I'm excited for the day and I can't wait to continue this learning with you.